Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back again to another video from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Selenia, your aspiring professional pool player and pool instructor straight out of the small island of Jamaica, and I have a very interesting rack for you today. I feel like it's one of those type of racks that it really tested a lot of different facets of the game. It tested my patience, it tested me with my critical thinking, it tested my defensive game, it questioned my decision making. I feel like a lot came from this video, and I haven't done this in a while because these racks were in fact ran a few months ago, and I'm now just getting back to completing my series. If you haven't seen the series from my videos before, you can check the link that is pinned in the description box below. A playlist will be provided for you when I actually run these racks. I was doing what is known as Train With Me or Train Like a Pro, Think Like a Pro series. So this is one of those racks that came from that series that I was creating. But let's jump into the rack here. Of course, if this is the first time you're on the channel, do not forget to hit the subscribe button below, guys. Turn on the post notification bell. Leave your thoughts, your opinions. I do sincerely appreciate any form of constructive criticism. I'm open to learning from everybody. So let's just jump right into the rack here, and do not forget to hit the like button here. Alright, so we're going to be doing a detailed analysis on this rack and see where we went wrong or where we went right. Starting off with the break here, I'm aiming up, have nice control. I feel like that was a really good break shot in my opinion. I really got good spread. A little bit of a body movement here. I'm pretty much in control, not really using any technical break. The table that I play on, I've never really tried to practice the break. There we see the last ball rolling was in fact the ball that actually set this up for an offensive attempt to start this rack here. So I feel like it was a good break shot to some extent. I got good spread, well, fairly good spread. Couple of problems to solve. As you can see already, I'm looking at weighing up the option of should I go defense or should I go offense. Now it's a pretty tricky rack because the 2 ball is open, the 4 ball is open, the 5 ball is open. The only problem would be potentially the 6 ball. Now I'm nowhere near to the 6, so I'm looking to perhaps try to stay offensive. I feel like that's something that the pros do a lot, regardless of how tough the shot is. You're gonna bear down and try to focus and try to do the right thing at all times. Now in fact here you're gonna see where I start off negatively here by missing. I wouldn't say it's an easy pot, but I feel like it was just really a pot that really needed more time, more assessment. I kind of felt like I just went down on that casually a bit too much there, and this is something that you guys do as well. I feel like it's something that I've done in my earlier stages of learning this game. I kind of rushed the shot a little bit, but now I'm going to be sizing down of, obviously this is at my training session. I play matches with myself. I always try to think critically, think like a pro so I can become a pro eventually. But I starts off here with a negative pot, missing that shot and leaving the table open here. I really couldn't do much on that there except for just rolling in the 1. I mean, I was very close to the rail, so the ideal thing there would have been to just kind of be able to jack up on the cue ball and try to hold, but it wasn't available, so I had to just settle for playing for defense. Now you see me doing some what I would call some theatrics there on the table. I'm visualizing what I want to do here. I'm looking at a potential safety. Now this kind of safety is where you call, or what I call, the object ball cue ball safety. I'm focusing on both balls. Now you see I point my hand there, which is behind the 4 ball, which is the safe zone for the cue ball, but I know that if I do not get the cue ball hidden behind the 4, I potentially at least want to carry the 2 ball down towards the short rail. So I'm going to be using the equal separation safety. There you can see didn't get the hook on the cue ball there. The cue ball went into the intended safe zone, but again, as I said, a little bit too much speed on that stroke there kind of allowed the cue ball to leak. And again, as I said, I was thinking about the 2 ball as well, so trying to get it down to the short rail, it didn't work out. Pretty much you can call this a sellout. A strong player can potentially run this rock, but you've got to play a precise position. Now you can see me again using my shaft, my visualization skills. I know I can pop the 2, but I have to focus on 2 things here. I have to make certain that I get a clean pot on the 2, and I want to maintain speed on the cue ball to land back to about where the cue ball is at. Ideally, if I land there, I have a pot on the 4, then I can replan my rack here. So here comes the cue ball coming around 2 cushions, bumping off the short rail and coming almost back to where I was. A little bit tricky here, leaving me with a steep back cut on the 4. So again, you can safely say that I've fallen out of line, and these are some of the things that do happen to a lot of amateur level 9 ball players. You know, these things you gotta accept and learn how to deal with them, because in the real game, and in an ideal world, I'd love to come here and tell you guys that I can break and run 10 racks in a row, but I can't. I really can't, because I have so many aspects of the game that I need to work on. Now here comes another defensive attempt here by Apex Elenio. I did definitely sell out that one. I mean, like, I was really disappointed there. I'm not showing it on my face right now, but I'm telling you, I was a little bit disappointed, because that safety just required me to just focus really on the cue ball. But I was, like I said, split decision there, and the 4 ball leaked. Now I really have a thin cut on the 4 into this corner pocket here, but again, I have to be mindful of my position. So I'm looking to see, okay, if I do cut it, can I get a pot on the 5? Think not. Doesn't look too right. So I'm kind of sizing up the bank here, so it appears to be, yeah, I'm definitely sizing up the bank. And I feel like if I bank this object ball with the right speed, it should come back out towards the middle of the table here, which is exactly right. Beautiful pot there on the 4, and it came out nicely. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, again, I'm still left tough on the 5 here. I was tough on the 4, so getting perfect position on the 5 would be like a bonus. But this is what a 9 ball game actually is when you're trying to do the right thing, guys. It really requires a lot. Now, the decision that I'm going to be making here, and I know that you guys probably thought that I did miss this 5, and I won't argue with you, because in fact I did. I actually missed the 5, and so it wasn't like I was trying to play the safety that you're gonna see being demonstrated here. I did have in my mind though that if I do miss the 5, I want to miss the 5 on the side of the rail that we call the professional side. So there, an undercut pretty much would allow me, say here, that the 5 ball would be hidden. It wouldn't leave my opponent really easy. Like even now, I do have a pot on the 5. I can make it if I want to, but I'm not guaranteed position on the 6. So again, this is where critical thinking comes in, where you got to decide between a safety and an offensive shot. Because again, look at that. Beautiful, perfect, locked up safety. Now, a lot of players, especially in my area, they are, they're kind of the type of players that really just, it's very difficult for them to transition between offense and defense. They're naturally like what I would call predators. They see a shot, they're going to go for it. But again, when you're trying to play pool at a consistently high level, you've got to be able to tilt the balance a little bit in terms of defense, offense. So brilliant safety there by Apex Elenio. I mean, again, as I said, you're in this position, you're looking that you have the advantage here. Beautiful safety there. I don't know who played it, whether it was me or my ghost, but it was a brilliant safety regardless here. Now, again, you can see that another aspect of my game is being tested here. And let me tell you guys that what you're seeing here, this is not luck. This is not luck. You can see pump of the fist there, because I kind of felt like it was going to go in the pocket. I didn't really come out like right out into the open and be like, in my mind, I'm playing it here because I know that at the end of the day, I may be hooked on the 6. So I was okay with the fact that if it did make, I would have to play a defensive shot. And if I missed it, I know pretty much that it's going to be tough for my opponent to play position from that 5 ball back to the 6. So there was a lot going on in my mind there. But again, as I said, guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that I intended on playing that part? Let me know in the comments. But now we're on the 6. We have a thin cut. I don't think it's makeable. But again, here's an example where you're going to be trying to play a safety, or you're going to be trying to pot the ball. Well, you're not trying to pot the ball. You're playing in the direction like you're potting the ball, but you're trying to play what is on the professional side. So had I had enough of the object ball to, let's say, undercut there, then I would have sold out because it would have been in the open. But once I overcut that ball there, it went back from the long rail to the short rail. And again here, just leaving my opponent really, really tough. Now I'm on the 6 here. Pretty much looks like I'm playing again another safety, and again it's that equal separation safety where you're just pretty much giving you, it's like you're baiting your opponent. It's like you're telling your opponent, okay, if you go for the bank and you make it, brilliant shot, you deserve to win. But if you are not very good at banking, if you're not very good at returning a safety, then you're gonna find here that these kind of approaches to the game, this critical, crucial thinking is the type of thinking that you need to develop your game, to get your game to the next level here, guys. And these are the things that I've discovered by myself. So like I said, guys, YouTube is my coach. I don't have a personal coach. I teach myself everything that I know. Beautiful bank there. As I said, you're gonna find opponents that are going to do this to you. You're gonna test them. I mean, remember, pool is more of a mental game. It's really pushing your opponent. It's testing your opponent. I know you can make this shot, but can you make it when it matters? These are the things that I have had to work on in my game. As I said, guys, I'm at a little bit of a different level in terms of really working on my mental game. I'm working on just being more natural, because I'm a very systematic, mathematical type of player. You know, I calculate everything, but I find that I'm not very consistent once I'm doing that. So I really try to work a lot on, you know, my mental approach, my mental fortitude towards the game. But again here, as I said, it wasn't a brilliant rock. It wasn't a break and run, but I feel like a lot came from the video. I feel like this is also giving me a little bit of a reminder of, you know, the consistency that I've been getting in tournaments. I knew that it started from around this time, maybe a little bit before, but it's around this time that I really was dialing down into the real pro critical thinking type of playing pool. But I mean, I sold out the rack a couple of times. You know, I tried to get it back. I don't want to say that I did sold out the rack. I mean, like that would have been considered as me selling out the rack, because that was a wild bank and at that 7. But I felt like I needed to like test, what if I was in this position, what would I do? And I mean, again, I sold out the rack, but it is what it is. We're learning from our mistakes and we're improving. So as we're coming to the end of the rack here, guys, as you'll see that I finished the rack still in a nice, you know, way, very controlled manner in how I'm playing my position. I'm very purposeful with what I'm doing, and I feel like at the end of the day, it wasn't a break and run, but it had a lot of value. So I want you guys to let me know what you think about my approach. You know, is there something that I'm missing in my game? Can you guys offer any form of assistance? I mean, I know a lot, but I don't know everything. But there we go, guys. Really nice rack. You know, some things were done right, some things were done wrong. Gotta accept it, learn from it, and move right along. So I want to thank you guys for watching this particular video. I do hope that you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, continue to practice your game with accuracy, precision, consistency, and control. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.